Hello there, and welcome to Hollow Knight Silksong Xbox Game Pass reveal trailer. Like, how did this even actually happen? Now, a bit of a background. A few days ago, we got all those leaks that talked about Silksong and talked about all those other games, but we don't really care about those. Well, I do care about Persona 5 on PC, like crazy, am I right? But people weren't that trustful of these leaks. I wasn't really too trustful, but I told myself I'm gonna give into the hype, right? I'm gonna give this one time into the hype and actually believe it more than, not believe it. All the other events were almost nothing, really, compared to this one. So, I just gave into the hype. And guess what? The one time I did so, we got actual new footage. Yes, this entire trailer, I believe, this is the third time I watch it. This is unscripted, so, it's gonna be a huge mess, actually. But this is the third time I watched the trailer. And now, let's watch it, and then I'll go for either, I don't know, frame by frame, second by second, I'll think about it. We'll go and quickly analyze everything that's in this 1 minute and few second trailers. Oh, by the way, I actually caught this live when it first came out, and I saw... We'll get to it. Oh my god, watching this in full screen just makes me so much more excited, and I don't like that. Because now I'm gonna think about the Silksong for the next week or so until I start beginning to forget again. Because that's how I would do it. I would get excited for a bit, then forget, and then, go on to the Silksong discussions from time to time whenever there would be an event, see the chaos that ensues after no news. And yeah, so it's currently confirmed that it's going to come out on PC, Xbox, and we're going to get into why that is important in a bit, and the Switch. And it seems to cloud platforms, so, Xbox Game Pass after all. So the first bit that was very weird is why would Silksong be on an Xbox showcase? And I was like, what if Team Cherry decides to give us... And I just now realized I forgot to take out my avatar. Fuck. Well, I'll leave the trailer in the description so you can watch it entirely. I'm very sorry. Actually, let me quickly go and disable it. There we go. Now when we'll go through it, it's gonna be an easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I just speculated that what if Team Cherry, one of the reasons that the game is taking a bit longer, or we don't even know if it's taking a bit longer, maybe it's just how they developed the game, but would be that they actually want to bring the game on Xbox and PlayStation at launch. I thought about it, and I speculated, and it seems I was right. If you guys remember, back a while ago, I'm sorry. back a while ago, we only had confirmed for PC and Switch. And they said that they're going to bring out Xbox and PlayStation after launch. But it seems that Team Cherry just decided to be like, we don't care, we're going to do whatever we want, and we're going to bring it to all platforms. Hopefully PlayStation as well, so we can all play it at launch, all together in a huge big community. But now, also I called it. I freaking called it when I said this. Now let's go back. Oh my god. The first few seconds don't really have much. It's the threads, but once I saw these threads, it was live and stuff, and I saw the threads coming out, and I was like, yeah, there's no way this isn't Silksong. If this isn't Silksong, like, bruh, it would be the biggest troll ever, you know? Threads and needles coming down. Then, actually, I think I can just go like this. It would be a bit better. We have a look. I don't remember exactly all the news. I already said this is unscripted, unfortunately, so I'm not gonna have all the details put down. I'm not gonna have everything, but we're still going to go through this. We know that there's a full coral area, and we know that I think the Greymoor area would also have something to do with the very swampy, watery parts. So maybe this is some form of going between kind of area, like an in-between, somewhat underwater looking ish area, because there seems to be plants and stuff. It feels mostly actually more like a combination between Forest of Bones and the greenery of Green Path from the original game from Hollow Knight. Let me actually go a bit forward here. We have, I believe, 2 new enemies. Over here we have something similar, actually, I believe, to the moss, to the mosskin, like this very small ones that get out of the ground and walk left to right. And then we have a floating version of these guys, which just seems to be vibing around in the air. I don't remember what does. Oh, we do have birdies. Oh, they actually come in. Wait, what? Oh, one of them is in the foreground, one of them is on the level that Hornet is on, right? Yeah. So it seems that these guys might not necessarily be like the birds in Hollow Knight, which you can actually hit. These might be just random critters that are unkillable. But I wouldn't be too surprised if the one in the same level as Hornet is actually killable. Oh, this area reminds me of the ancient basin, maybe with some man-made structures, maybe the sewers? A sewer-like area? That could be interesting, and it would explain all the dampness and the bricks, actually. These look like bricks. These look bug-made. Some interesting background details, to be honest. I think there were some of those in here. Oh, these were like the statues from these are like the statues from Hollow Knight, the ones that you saw with random bugs and stuff. Could be related. But we see some cool platforming action, being able to diagonally pogo and stuff, and these things actually explode. I wonder. They do explode, but they actually no. I thought they would leave behind some poisonous gas, but no, they just explode after you pogo on them. And then we have a wall jump, actually, being able to wall jump. It's a really nice ability to come back, and it's also very generic ability for a Metroidvania, especially a 2D platformer one, but we're not gonna say no to it, right? Then we have this guy, and it seems like this is at least one of the designs for the fast travel rooms. But I'm curious. Oh, there it is. I'm not sure if the mouse is like visible and stuff, but this is most likely the bell that we have to hit in order for the for this guy to come out and allow us to fast travel. Because it's been confirmed that this is the bug that will allow us to fast travel, but we first need to beat him into submission. Also, lots of bells. Silksong, you know, bells and stuff. That's really cool. Oh, this room. This room gives me, like, White Palace flashbacks. Lots of saws and spikes. But I'm curious, how will these rooms work? So we see this room, like this room over here, but there's also another room that is lava that rises up a bit later in the trailer. I wonder how will these actually work in the grand scheme of things. Like when you come from the left to the right, will they fall from the ceiling in the different sequence? Most likely, yes. Or maybe these might just be one-time rooms, but it feels very weird to not be able to backtrack through them. So that's kind of interesting. Also, I'm curious. This might be in that area that's like very clockwork, very steampunk-esque. Oh yeah, while I couldn't really record this video very early when the trailer came out, there were lots of people saying, there were some people memeing about this thing being the Spirit Spring from Elden Ring, and I can see where they're coming from. But new enemy over here, I believe. I don't know if we've seen this guy. A little stinger, some flappy wings. I'm still curious how many enemies we're gonna have in the end, because Team Cherry has said like a year in the last blog post, a long time ago, that there were at enemy 165. That's a scary number for like a hunter journal and stuff. We're going up, more enemies. Oh, this room. This might actually be really close to the lace fight, because there's lots of thorns and lots of flowers, very similar to the ones in the lace boss fight. But this looks beautiful. Like the game looks beautiful. It's a bit weird coming from Hollow Knight, but in Hollow Knight the kingdom is dead. Everything is dead. There are only husks walking around, so it makes a lot of sense that this one would be more vibrant, more alive. Since Farloom isn't dead, it's slowly dying, but it's not dead. Lots more vines. Actually, this could be a room in the very early area, like that first area, but no, it doesn't look most grotto-y. Maybe there's gonna be areas which are gonna be combinations between two big areas, like mini areas of a few rooms. I think we've had some of those in Hollow Knight as well. Ooh, this one's cool, and this is a detail I saw someone find on Discord. There on the left side of the platform, there is a really neat little button that doesn't appear on the right side of the platform. So someone speculated that maybe this entire thing, this entire platform, can actually go left and right. I just showed it the other directions, but doesn't matter. Depending on which button you press. Now the question is, can you change direction mid, like, going to one side? So like in this moment, if I would go to the left and press the button, would I start going to the left? Imagine if this would be introduced in a boss fight. I'm not sure if, I think these are new enemies or a different variation of the enemy we saw before. So we're at 20, where is it? It doesn't matter. Oh, actually I just found it. They might be variations, but they could also be an entirely new enemy, because they seem to have shorter stingers, 3 of them, and a different mask. But they're still flying enemies. Oh, this is really cool. I really hope platforming is gonna be a bigger thing in this game. I've played Celeste, and that game was just a platforming, like a hard platformer enthusiast wet dream, and I loved every second of it. Maybe I'll do a playthrough one day, but yeah, this looks awesome. Oh, and a new enemy, but I don't think it's gonna be covered by the bar. It seems to be... I don't know, but we might have seen at least the silhouette of this guy, but I'm not entirely sure. He seems to throw out spikes around him, like those crystal peak enemies that go on the walls and throw out spikes when you're nearby. Oh, let's go back a bit. This is going to be an interesting area because you come in with the ring, you jump up here, and you need to catch the ring on the other side. Oh my god, and if this isn't just a normal traversal area, this is already more platforming than you usually do in Hollow Knight. But it also depends, this seems to be the clock tower area, it depends on how late in the game it is. 4, 6, 8 masks. It could be kind of late if we take it with the masks, but who knows? Well, we're not sure how official the number of masks in this place is. Oh, lots of silk all around, and this looks Citadel, maybe? Huh? Something like that. A big elevator. Oh, the cult enemies, the Citadel enemies. Yeah. The background is stunning in my opinion. This might actually be an early area, based on the number of masks and the spool. Oh, the aerial combat's gonna be awesome. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, actually, I believe those change depending on what. I don't remember what crest you have. I think it's crest. I don't remember exactly the name. You can see the health bar actually change. I wonder how they'll do silk mode then. Yeah, it changes a bunch of times throughout the trailer. I wonder how they'll do Silk Soul mode, or whatever the name is going to be. Also, enemy, big like shield. It seems. Oh no, is this gonna be like the Moss Knights, but without a ranged attack maybe? The bricks in this area look the same as the ones in that sewer part, or what seemed like an underground damp place. Oh, the aerial combat. Oh, what are these guys? Lots of spikes? Is this White Palace 2.0? Kind of dark to be White Palace, but you know. Interesting looking enemy. So it's kind of like a bony worm with 2 eyes. Or at least eye holes. These guys I think are more like an obstacle, because they seem to be falling and you need to dash through. Also, dashing. Wait. Did Hornet use? Okay, so so Hornet used some silk from the spool in order to actually do that. So that might be like a special power kind of deal. Ooh, this place looks awesome. I wonder if this is how the background looks, or if it's blurred specifically for this, so that we don't get too spoiled. I wouldn't be too surprised, but there would be a lot of background files since there's a lot of parallax in this part. There'll be a lot of things to blur. Oh, yeah. Say hello to little Grim Hornet doing the Grim attack. Hornet actually does a bunch of attacks similar to Grim from the Grim Tube DLC throughout the trailer. I don't remember where the other one was. The one where she does like an uppercut, like how Grim does with his cloak thing, whatever. Yeah, I think we've seen this flying enemy before, but I'm not entirely sure. Again, this place looks like the Citadel. I wonder if you can actually pogo on those, or if those are still in the background. So she does the drill attack and then throws a bomb. Ooh, I want to see this enemy. Look at that. It's cute, but also terrifying. Video's not loading. Let me go frame by frame a bit here. But look at that. Oh, it's on frame. Look at that mouth. Hornet could get in there like fully. Like she can fit in there and even have some space to just relax. Also, a little dude up here. Don't know what's up with him. Oh, the life split syringe. Oh, so this is another one of those powerful moves. Oh, never mind. That's not a powerful, like, specifically powerful move. Because she didn't use Silk. She actually gained. So most likely it's going to be like the dash slash and stuff like that. This area looks creepy. Piping and stuff. Could be nearby, somewhere nearby the Lace Arena, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, who is? Oh, we've seen this guy before. Don't know if in action, but we've seen him before. Also, thumbtacks. I think that's what they're called in English. Yeah. And they do like a bunch of damage as the enemy stays in them, so they're good for big bosses and stationary enemies and stuff. Oh, this area also looks cool. This is, I think we've seen this area in the Edge magazine, but I'm not entirely sure. Could have been before that. And this looks like an upgraded version of the spikes she uses in Hollow Knight. Oh, that guy dropped a bunch of stuff. So rosaries and shell shards. Roses will be the actual currency, and shell shards will actually be used to replenish your tools. I think we've seen this area. I think this is a special. I think this might actually be in one of the areas that was shown in the whatchamacallit, in the demo. Some tools, tool usage. I'm curious what this bell up here is all about. Oh, this guy looks cool. So, like, he comes... Oh my god, he comes in, does a charge, and then burrows underground. Oh yeah, this is the area I was talking about with the lava. Like, how will this room work? Like, going up or going down? I now realized we do have one of these areas in Hollow Knight. The Shell of Pale King, actually. You can only go through it once per playthrough, but I don't think there's any other. Like, it could be whenever you go in from the bottom, it triggers the lava rising, and whenever you come in from the top, it doesn't at all. But I'm not sure. Like, it could be a trigger from, like, that's dependent on which room transition you enter from. Yeah, a new enemy that actually spits fireballs. Wow. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is something I actually caught. If you take a look at the jump, she wants, like, Hornet wants to go up on this platform, but instead of going on it by mantling, you can actually jump. You can wall jump before you mantle. Well, actually, this isn't that big of a, like, deal, but this looks like a bit of a different wall jump, maybe. Jumping over the spikes. I think this might be the same elevator, but now it's falling, so who knows what happened before that. Okay, this is an interesting and highly speculative scene. What is Hornet doing here? Hornet is channeling Silk, but what does that actually mean for the bug below? Is this how you get your upgrades? Is that a Weaver? It's not a Weaver, it doesn't have as big of a head as the Weavers. And there are also lots of scissors now that I look at it. And this might actually be somewhat early, so this might be a way to gain new powers, actually. Maybe it's a place of, like, prayer or something for the bugs in Farlam, and because of that, it's like silky powers are more permanent here, and that's why Hornet might get new powers from them. I don't know. Ooh, what is this guy about? Is he a mini-boss? Is he just a normal enemy? Oh, I don't remember their names. I wonder if this is during a Wayfarer quest. We know that I think it's been said that Wayfarer quests will be all about finding secret areas and whatnot, but I wonder what are they doing here? Like, why are they following Hornet? Can you talk to NPCs to follow you? Is this part of a quest? Why are they here? Not that I mind. I would love to have certain NPCs be able to follow you and slightly help you in combat. That would be awesome. He just yelled. Ooh. I wonder if this attack can actually hit you multiple times. Because he's doing it for a prolonged period of time. Actually, if you just stand in it, I guess it could. Because you do get invisibility frames after getting hit. Ooh, we've seen this guy. This is like the judge, I believe. Or something similar. So he does... Oh, that effect looks awesome. So he does a dash and leaves fire pillars behind. Okay. Oh. I think this is tied to a boss fight we'll see a bit further ahead. Let's remember this red cone. Oh, he looks awesome in the arena. Looks really good. So that thing pierces. So white blood and silk. Okay, he jumps and does nothing. These guys. That cone looks very similar to these guys and these things in the background. What if you fight certain bosses and you actually are able to get a specific tool from them? That would be a really cool idea and a really nice way to have a lot of different tools tied behind boss fights. Oh, this guy looks really awesome and I liked his design. And this seems to happen in the same area as either this thing with the haunted lands or the one where I said that it looks like a sewer area. Now we're getting into like the quick shots, unfortunately. Yeah, his attacks. Oh, those claws. Those are maggots. Like actual maggots, not like the ones we've seen in Hollow Knight. This guy looks like a cook. Well, is that a head on the ground? Or maybe that's Viscera from another one of these guys. He can fly. This guy can fly. Look at him. You wouldn't think he would fly, but then again, so do bumblebees. So and bees and. Dude, the laws of aviation, and I'm not gonna get into that right now. Then we get this guy, who we've seen actually a smaller version, I believe, of him, going through one of the villages, way back when we got the first trailer. And I believe this might be a mini-boss version? Maybe some of the hunting quests will actually have us defeat enlarged or special version of normal enemies. That would be awesome. Speculating, like any Silksong fan does right now. This might also be in the Forest of Bones, lots of like ribs and stuff around. Oh, and the lace fight. Lots of HP actually. Oh yeah, this is lace 2. Or it might be the second lace fight. The first one was in a more like lava area, I believe. Oh, I cannot wait to fight Lace. Oh, this is defeating that enemy. Oh, well, since there's like a bigger animation, this might be a mini boss of sorts, kind of like the Dream Warriors from Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight Silksong. Amazing. Yeah, coming to Xbox. Let's not leave it on there. I have to say one more thing. We have supposedly a time frame. I cannot really call it a release date. It's a time frame. So it seems that Xbox. There was a tweet officially from Xbox which said all titles in the Xbox showcase come out within the next 12 months. Then someone asked, does that mean Silksong is coming out within those 12 months? They said yes. Xbox literally said yes. Then we got an image that showcased most of the games that were shown, but it didn't have Silksong. But here's my theory, which might actually be true. The reason why Silksong isn't in the 2022 or the 2023 bit is because there's not yet any like solid release date. But Team Cherry knows they're gonna be done in the next year, but they don't know when. Could be in a month, could be in 9 months, could be in 12 months, and we get a release next year at the next Summer Games Fest. Who knows? And yeah, and I believe some people have been saying that even one of the playtesters vouched for this Xbox tweet, that it might be coming out, that it's going to come out within the next year. You know, so the tweet gets even more credibility because of that. But yeah, we've seen a bunch of new areas, lots of new enemies, movement abilities, wall jumps, fast travel, weird sword things. Why does this room even exist, I wonder? Like, what's the purpose of the room? Airstreams, flower, parkour, cool like little moving platforms, attaching to rings, elevators. What is there not to love about this trailer? It can't be much longer, huh? Can it? Well, I think I'm gonna leave you guys on a frame from the lace fight. What's something that looks nice in the lace fight? This spot looks nice. Well, I'm gonna leave you guys on this frame to get people even more hyped. Silksong might release in the next 12 months. Who knows, really, other than Team Cherry, of course. And because of that, I want to thank you guys very much for watching this video, and I will see